So yeah, why am I back here? Turns out Hyper Kirby 58 forgot to mention this to me. There is in fact one last thing I need to do in order to fully complete this. You may think of this as an extra video, but this is short. Very, very short. So yes, let us get on with it. First things first. Right there. Yup, right here. Let us first head to the entrance to Blueberry Academy. We just need to take care of one or two things, and then we'll head to the land of Kitakami. Yeah, this is basically the last loose end. Yeah, there's somebody there we need to see. Not him. There was another. This guy, Snacksworth.
Oh, would you look at the cut of your jib? You must be the one everyone's talking about. You're the Paldean exchange student, Jose, or my name's not Snacksworth. Yes, indeed, call me Snacksworth. I do love to see the young students putting some real effort into their self-improvement. Especially the kids who really give their all for their old BBQs. I reward them with snacks. These snacks I made are very special treats, made just to the taste of certain Pokemon. With one of my snacks in hand, you may find yourself running into quite spectacular Pokemon. So come give old Snackworth the latest whenever you've been hard at work on those BBQs.
Okay.
Now let's see if you've been chipping away at those BBQs or not, Jose. Heavens to Betsy, you've gone and completed 10 solo quests. I say you earn yourself one of my special snacks.
The Entei Treat. A snack made from ingredients favored by the legendary Pokemon Entei.
There's an Entei treat. You know Entei? Frightfully rare, that one. Now you're run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Entei, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a young fella. Would you believe it? I simply ran smack dab into Entei while out adventuring in Paldea. You know that stretch that's dotted with mines and everywhere you look there's another hole? Well, there was Entei, popping through those caves like it was a having grand old time. I don't like to be outshone, but so I did my best to keep up with the fella. Ooh-wee, what a chase. We ended up all the way to the coast, side by side, as we gazed out over the endless blue. It loves that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old Entei, you be sure to give it my best. Now let's see if you've been chipping away. You've gone and completed 20 quests. I say you've earned yourself one of my special snacks, the Cub Food Treat. That there's a Cub Food Treat. You know Cub Food? Frightfully rare, that one. Now you're run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Cub Food, I do recall this one particular encounter. I was adventuring off in Paldea when I saw Cub Food training. I ambled right up to it and asked, "Oh ho, hard at work training, are you?" Why, the two of us got on like a house of fire, on fire. We trained together for a time until Kung Fu seemed to be itching to move on. But it left me a gift. I picked up a haul of the bamboo sprouts that grew nearby. I love that snack you are there, so you might have a shot at meeting it too. If you ran into old Kung Fu, you be sure to give it my best.
And it keeps going. 30 quests. Let's see what we get. The Raikou Treat. For every 10 quests you complete, you get a legendary snack.
That there's a Raikou treat. Well, there was a day me and old Raikou went racing up a mountain together. That Raikou is no slouch, that's for sure. Kept dashing past me and taking the lead. I was huffing and puffing and muttering some colorful things as I chased that wily Pokemon. But in the end, we were sitting side by side atop that peak, gazing out upon the massive and majestic desert that covers the land of North. Loves the snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too.
That's very good. Let's move on to the next.
Well, shucks, it looks like it's a bit early for you. I reckon you can earn one of my special snacks if you did 3 more quests on your own, or maybe 1 more group quest. You know about group quests, White? They'll start appearing once you tackle the whole heap of BBQs with your pals using the Union Circle. Or you're just here because you like to hear my old tales.
Nah, I'm done with that. Thanks for that. But now, let us tackle the other loose end. I'm actually meant to end this video. End it with this. Let us head to the Crystal Pool. This video is short, just letting you know. A short video that will not be long. Right here, we need to head to this place. I know it's here. Here it is. Terapagos. Professor Sada! Well now, this is a curious development. Have I somehow broken through the boundaries of space-time? And who are you? Professor, are you the AI? What's that you say? You thought I was some robot imbued with an AI personality? Now that's an idea. If I could create such a thing, it would be quite helpful. I am Professor Sada. I research Pokemon in Area Zero, and yet... What? This Pokemon. Is this the Winged King? We call it Koraidon. Is that right? So its name is Koraidon. That's a good name. From the clues you've already let slip, I suppose I would have to conclude, from your perspective, I must have come from the past. Though of course the complexities of space-time are beyond count. It's possible that our encounter might not even be occurring in a timeline connected to my own. Perhaps this meeting is nothing more than a fleeting miracle. Why don't we exchange as much useful data as we can in what little time that fate has gifted us? Sure, but I saw you get flown in time. I saw you battling. Not a nice thing, this place to stare. Is there anything you would like to ask me? First off, why are you here? I don't precisely know the cause. I was analyzing some recent data in my secret lab one moment, and the next I was standing here before you. Perhaps this is the influence of the crystal Pokemon that lies dormant in that place, or perhaps the cause lies with you and I. Is there anything else you wish to ask me? What are you studying now? I am researching methods to catch Pokemon that live in different timelines, so I might transport them to the present day in my own timeline. It sounds fantastical, no doubt, but I am drafting plans now for a machine that may achieve it. You see, this book captured my imagination when I read it as a child and has never let go. But progress has been slow and beset by failures. I haven't left my lab in quite some time now. I desperately hope that I might glean some new insight from this conversation so I can finally make some progress and return home. Is there anything else you wish to ask me? What about your family? Oh, you even wish to know about my private life? I do have family. A son. He is probably at home right now. Well, no, I suppose right now could be inaccurate. Whenever and wherever he is, I imagine he must be quite lonely. Arvin. Now, let us trade places in this exchange. I'd say the time has come for my own questions. What is this place? It doesn't appear to be anywhere in Paldea. This here is the Crystal Pool. So we're at Kitakami's Crystal Pool, eh? I remember reading about it in certain texts. It's said to be a place where water wells up from the ground imbued with terrestrial energy. It would seem that I have been shifted quite far in both space and time. My next question, then. That Pokemon you have, the Winged King. I mean Koraidon. Tell me more about it. I found it collapsed on a beach. Did you really? Then I wonder whence it came and how it happened to arrive at that beach. Though it appears you don't know much about the creature's exact origins yourself. That book you have there. I don't recognize its cover. What is it? The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. Would you let me see it for just a moment? Descriptions of the Area Zero underdepths. And a record of Terapagos' awakening? Who is this Briar to have written such a work? She's a descendant of Heath. Now, isn't that something? A descendant of the author of the original Scarlet Book. Exploration runs in the family, I see. At any rate, that is a book that would ignite the imagination of any true scientist. I'm sorry, but I simply must have the time to read this book more thoroughly. Oh, the mist is closing in once again. I assume that means our time is near its end. I wish I could spend longer getting to know the Winged King, but I must hurry. That book, I imagine it must be quite valuable. It wouldn't feel right for me to claim it without offering you any recompense. In exchange, then, though I hate to part with something so precious to me, would you consider trading me that book for my copy of the Scarlet Book? Sure. We obtained the Scarlet Book, a record of an expedition to the great crater of Paldea, given to you by Professor Sada. The book has the name Sada written on it in clumsy handwriting. I appreciate this more than you can imagine. Perhaps I should take this chance to go home and enjoy a bit of downtime with a good book. This is where we part, fellow adventurer and Winged King. How lucky we were to meet across space and time. I bid you adieu. And just like that, Pokémon Scarlet, this playthrough that I have done for more than a year, has come full circle. You see that? The book, the Scarlet Book. It was there when it began, and it was there when it ended. Seriously, I should have done this sooner, but in all honesty, thank you very much for watching this. If you enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. And I'll see you where the wind takes me. Besides, I got a lot of work to do as it is. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. Now, it truly is the end. Thank you.